believe that's a true story for me. Needless to say, also, I was not cast as the lead of his upcoming show, you'll be shocked to hear. But it also didn't matter, because I was still in my head, I was like, okay, you know what, I'm going to get that ego boost, because again, I'm about to go out in the real world, I'm going to be rejected every week and like live off ramen noodles and like live in a box, or whatever you're supposed to do as a starving artist. So I decided, I was like, okay, the last show of this season was, they were bringing in some big Broadway actor guy, and everyone was going berserko, because they were like, oh my god, it's a Broadway actor, and he's talking to us. And so he was gonna direct the last show. And I read the show, it was actually very cool, and it was a straight play, which is actually my forte, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be it. So I go into my audition and pat myself on the back, nailed it, totally nailed it, got called back for like everything, and then I go in and I read for that, and can you see where all this story is going, because when I went in to check the cast list, I wasn't cast again. And I would like to say I learned from my little 17-year-old lesson that your life doesn't end, but it kind of felt like it ended again. But like any good actress, I then decided I was going to go into the director and talk to him, because I want to do this in the real world. Let's find out, you know, what I can do to improve myself for next time. So I'm going to set the scene a little bit. Okay. Here I am. I'm in his office. Let's tilt to lower this so you can see my face. That depends on me being able to work it. It's neither here nor there. Maybe it doesn't need to be lowered. Nope, I don't think it does. This is exactly what I want. So, I'm behind the desk, and he's sitting over there, and he starts talking to me. He's sort of saying, and everything he's saying kind of sounds like good to me so far. I'm like, okay. So, can you help me out then? And it's like, oh yeah, you were kind of good for everything. It was great. It was a type thing. Like, great, what type? Can you help me figure this out? He sort of keeps talking. So what I did was I pulled myself back from this conversation a little bit, and he's talking there. And I sort of think, okay, there were 4 girls cast in the show. What is it that they have that I don't have? And I did realize they all had 2 very important qualities that I did not possess. One of them was that they were all very small, and the other one was that they were all very blonde. Well then, that conversation was over, so I smiled politely for the rest of it, raced back to my apartment where I scrolled through my iTunes library of show tunes and 90s pop to find the most angsty and depressing song to sum up my feelings of anger towards him, and who else could really do that but a one Miss Sarah Bareilles.
Yeah!
Oh, 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 oh. Keep drinking coffee, staring down across the table while I look outside. So many things I'd say if only I were able, but I just keep quiet and count the cars that pass by. You've got a big name, we're all entitled to him, but I never asked. So let me thank you for your time and try not to waste any more of mine. But I realized, I was like, okay, what have we learned from all these experiences? We are not going to let directors who have not cast you because you're not blonde or small, or because the lead man is actually only 5'6", and you know what, I'm tall and I'm proud, and you know what, or maybe they had the bad breakfast burrito that morning and they're feeling kind of sick and just thinking about where the bathroom is during your entire audition, because you know what, all that happens. And so you know what? I graduated, and at this point, I like to think I've done fairly well. I've been in a ridiculous opera, and I have my own cabaret right now. And so you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make this go away. And I'm going to sing the song that I should have sang 6 years ago. What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. Put down the knitting, the book and the broom. Time for a holiday. Come to the cabaret. Come taste the wine. Come hear the band. Come blow a horn. Start celebrating. Right this way, your table's waiting. No use permitting some prophet of doom to wipe every smile away. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. I used to have a girlfriend known as Elsie, with whom I shared 4 sordid rooms in Chelsea. She wasn't what you'd call a blushing flower. As a matter of fact, she rented by the hour. The day she died, the neighbors came to snicker. Well, that's what comes of too much pills and liquor. But when I saw her laid out like a queen, she was the happiest corpse I'd ever seen. I think of Elsie to this very day. I remember how she turned to me and said, what good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. Put down the knitting, the book and the broom. Time for a holiday. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. And as for me, I made my mind up back in Chelsea. When I go, I'm going like Elsie. Start by admitting from cradle to tomb. Isn't that long a stay? Life is a cabaret, old chum. Only a cabaret, old chum. And I love a cabaret. I've been waiting a long time to sing that song. I felt kind of good. The 17-year-old me is doing a little dance right now. It's not very good, but she's proud of it. And my sparkly top I wore particularly for that song. I thought it worked well. You know that little whole little proud rant I just did before that song about how I It doesn't matter, bad directors, I'm really proud and I'm sure of myself. Yeah, that was a bit of a fib, because after that show I was kind of like actually crushed, because I needed that ego boost to like get out in the real world and, you know, be that thing they call an actor. Because the best way to like to describe life as an actor, now granted, I'm green at this, I just graduated in May, so like kudos to all those people out there who were doing it for a while, because imagine that like guy or girl, whatever floats your boat, imagine that guy or girl who you just like have that massive crush on, and you just know life would be so much better if they just like said yes to you, and you work really hard, and you practice and you prepare, and you go up and you spill your heart out to them and your soul, and then not only do they reject you, but they reject you without really giving you the time of day, and now imagine doing that several times a week. And the thing is, you're not invested in every audition like that, but that's kind of what you go through, and I'd like to say I'm self-confident enough to not let that get to you, but it kind of gets to you. When it's like the thing that you've built your self-confidence on since like age 10 on that stairwell of your lobby, or your house rather, you know, that's what gives you joy, and you know, you don't really get to do it that much. But, you know, for the serious moment, when life does start to sort of get to you like that, you just sort of do have to remember, you have to go back and say, wait a minute, what is the essence of this? What is it about this that I love to start with? And you kind of have to remember that 10-year-old girl who was obsessed and, you know, standing on the stairwell of her house and belting out show tunes, and God knows what it sounded like, but I'm just so convinced that if I wanted to, I could be on Broadway. And so whenever life starts to get to you a little bit like that, you just kind of have to access that and find your way back to them. Backyard, Kool-Aid mustache and butterfly wings, hearing Andrea McCardle sing from the hi-fi in the den. I've been waiting my whole life to find a way back to them. I aimed for the sky, a 9-year-old can see so far. I'll conquer the world and be a star. I'll do it all by the time I'm 10. I would know that confidence if I knew a way back to then. So I bailed on my hometown and became a college theater dork. I was eastbound and down, moving to New York. So I crammed my life in a U-Haul to find my part of it all. But the mundane sets in. We play by the rules and plow through the days. The years take us miles away from the time we wondered when we'd find a way back to then. And when you least expect, opportunity walks through the door. You suddenly connect with the thing that you forgot that you've been looking for. And there you are, right in the middle of what you love, with the craziest of company. You're having a kick-ass time and being who you wanted to be in this world. You're that little girl with her wings unfurled, flying again. Back in the backyard dancing, I found a way.